Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be another collective makeup haul, whether I've received it in PR or I purchased it myself. Let's get into it, but before we do, I just want to say thank you for sticking around if you have. My schedule has been crazy. I do have a full-time job and the end of the year is the busiest season for us, so I've kind of been going a little crazy. I filmed a lot in like September, October, and November. I just haven't even had a chance to edit any videos and upload them. My time has definitely been taken up for my actual job. So again, thank you for sticking around. That's my dog. So again, thank you for sticking around if you have, and let's just hop into the video. I've been dying to try this. I actually just used up my Eve Dare lash serum. I took a long break from using it, not for any particular reason. I just stopped using it in my routine and I had just picked it up and I ran out pretty quick. So I'm excited to have this kit because not only does it have the Grande lash serum, it has the brow serum, a thickening mascara, and then it has the hydrating lip plumper, and then the plumping lip mask, Grande Pout Plumping Lip Mask. I was terrified that this was going to sting the living hell out of my lips, and I don't particularly like that feeling on my face. I also don't like anything very minty, but this was this was a very minor tingling sensation. It was not a strong sensation, and it doesn't smell like mint or menthol. Thank God. I hate that taste in my mouth. It has a very like sweet candy fruit scent. It almost smells like strawberry or watermelon. I'm not really sure, but it's a really, really nice scent, flavor about. But I do like the lip mask. It's very nourishing, very smooth on the lips, and just makes it feel hydrated, and I like it. We'll continue using it, especially now that I've finally finished my Eve Dare lash serum. I get to try this guy, so I'm really, really excited. So yeah, we'll see more of it later. Okay, next up that I got sent to me is from Glow Recipe. It is their newest product to their brand. It is the Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream. It's dewy moisture and plump. I know they had the Plum Plump Hyaluronic Acid Serum, I believe. So now they have a cream version of it. Also, this is a refillable moisturizer, so you can get it refilled, I guess, which is kind of interesting. I haven't opened this yet because I'm almost done with this moisturizer from Ebates. I'm finishing this one. I don't have much left out of it, so when I'm done with that, I'll probably end up opening this. So I haven't gotten to test it out yet. It's brand new, so I'm curious how it smells. I've never smelled the Plump. It says right on here, refillable pod. So that's really interesting. I don't know where you could get it refilled. I want to see if they have that labeled somewhere. Oh, so this is interesting. Okay, so I was just looking on the side of the box. Since this is refillable, I don't know if you can see it through the light in my window, but you can see the actual jar here. Hopefully you can see through it. You can see the actual jar, and the jar pops out. So moisturizer is in a durable glass jar made to last. Every moisturizer refill is sealed, fresh, in a 50% PCR pod to reduce overall waste, carbon emissions when possible. That's awesome. I love that. So the actual pod in here, it's showing you like a little diagram here. It's showing you the pod pops out. So I bet I could just, oh yeah. Oh, that was super easy. Yeah. So the entire pod, this is like what the moisturizer is in. This pops out, and you can buy just the refillable part to put back in here. That is brilliant. I'm so happy more brands are doing that now. So you're wasting less plastic, and you can keep reusing the actual jar. I like that. Next product I got that was sent to me is from Dermalogica. It's their pre-cleanse. It just says it removes makeup, sunscreen, and debris. So I'm assuming it's like a first wash or like an oil-based cleanser. Yeah, it says the deep cleansing oil, which removes makeup and impurities from the skin. So I have one similar to this from the brand Sawasu. It's just a cleansing oil, which is essentially what this says it is as well. I love that one from Sawasu. Now it's Sawasu, so it's a little bit expensive, but it's lasted me forever, and I love that stuff. I'm almost done with it, so I'm kind of happy I have this to replace that. So I'm really excited to get this, to try it, to see if I like it as much as the one from Sawasu, because I was going to repurchase the one from Sawasu, and then I got this one sent to me, so I'm gonna use this one up, and then we'll go from there and see which one I like more. I'm almost out of pretty much the only drugstore affordable foundation. So the foundation that I'm almost out of is this one from Maybelline, and I literally only have that much left. And I have two. I have a darker color as well, my darker color up to there. So yeah, I'm almost out of both of these. Those are the only two affordable foundations in my collection at the moment, which is kind of crazy. So I wanted to find another one. So I picked this one up because it seemed like it was the best shade match for me. It's the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup. I picked up the shade Vanilla, which is Vanilla W2.5. This is probably one of the best shade matches that I've found, and it is very, very close to my actual skin tone. I've stated a million times I have very yellow and green undertones. You can see, well, not on my hands right now, normally on my hands and like down my arms, you can kind of see how green my skin tends to pull. So it's really hard for me to find something that has green and olive undertones in it. Everything that does lean olive is very dark, and obviously I'm not a dark skin tone at all. So I have a lot of trouble finding foundations that match me, because if it's too warm, it looks very peach, and if it's too cool, it looks way too pink. So I kind of need like a good yellow, really yellow base. Everything ends up looking way too orange if it's too warm, which is really frustrating. But I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of the formula. It's a very, very liquidy formula, which I like. I just haven't found the best way for me to use this. It kind of, the way it sits on my face, especially if I don't powder, is like I could literally just do that and it just gets wiped off my face. So it's a very, it doesn't stay very long on my skin. I think that's the best way I can describe it. Very liquidy, which is what I do like. It blends out very well. It just does not stay put. Last but not least is this stuff that I got sent from Revlon and Influencer. It's the Revlon Color Stay Grip Matte Primer, and then I have the Revlon Color Stay Skin Awaken 5-in-1 concealers. So I have two shades in these. Let me talk about this first. I like this formula, and I think it would be really nice. I actually really like pairing this matte primer with this foundation. This is actually the foundation I've been pairing this with. It's really beautiful. It's like stunning. Like, it makes your skin look edited. My issue with this primer, and I don't have any matte primer, so I don't know if this is like supposed to be in here. Every so often when I'm rubbing this on my face, I get what feels like a piece of sand. It's the strangest thing. It just feels almost gritty, which I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. Clearly, it's not supposed to be that way. but it's so like soft. It almost feels like a liquid to powder type of formula. It just really mattifies and almost blurs the skin a little bit. I don't know how well you can see that. So I like the formula. I don't know if this is maybe a batch issue, that there's like a grittiness in it. Like I said, it almost feels like there's little pieces of sand or dirt inside of this, so I'm not sure. I do like the actual application. I like that it's this type of squeeze tube. So other than that, I really like this, and it's pretty affordable. It's Revlon, so it's definitely more affordable than anything you're gonna find at Sephora. The concealers, I really do like. They are very full coverage, and they are pretty like matte on the skin. So I have this one, which is a very yellow tone, which is perfect for me. This is actually one that I took when I was out on, for when I was traveling. This is the shade 015 Light, and it's a very, very yellow toned concealer. I really like it. This one is in the shade 002, and this actually doesn't say it's a concealer shade. It actually says Universal Brightener. So I was using this as like a spot corrector, like a color corrector. So I was using it to brighten specific areas on my skin that are not bright or very dark. So I've been putting them right underneath my eyes, around my nose, around my lips, and on the very bottom of my chin where I have the most darkness on my face. And it does a great job of brightening it. So there's no issue there. Let me swatch both of these out. So on this one, you can kind of see on the sponge applicator, you can see how pink it is, especially if I hold it up next to the shade 015 Light. You can see how pink that is, and it actually works really well as a light skin tone color corrector. Here is what they are on my hand. Let me swatch it out so you can see just how well and opaque they are. They're very, very opaque. You have a decent amount of time to blend it out, so they are very blendable. They're just very opaque, very full coverage, and they're more of a mattifying concealer. I'd say they perform similarly to like a Tarte Shape Tape, if you're curious. But I do like these. I do like Shape Tape, so obviously I'm going to like these. If I had to choose between the two, I would just buy the shade Light. It's very yellow, like I said, so it works perfectly for my skin. So that is everything that I've bought and got sent to me in PR. I hope this was interesting, and I'll see you in my next video. In the next video, I am going to do a ranking of all the products I've tried over the last month. So you'll see a ton of stuff from this haul in there, so check it out. Bye guys.